And the other thing too is that I can always do Delera in epics and loot an epic or a regular voice of the master. Like, so this isn't the only opportunity. So normally here I take finger. I think it's probably like the most useful for this build. However, mass protection from elements also would be something. If I were like with a group, I probably would consider this because that would help people. Tensors is also really good because it would increase my constitution and make my hit points go up, which would also make my shining through go up. But I'm going to stick with finger just because it's very useful. I'll actually pin it right there. And we'll take a look. So I have two. What's my charisma? 34. Probably the best thing for me to take then, based on that being an even number, is this. More damage. And we are quite far away from Death Ward. Yeah. It's not perfect yet, but it's good. I mean, 40 armor class is good. Almost 20. My will save is a little low. Fortification is a little low. The spell resist is a little low. These numbers are a little low, but it's okay. Certainly is a lot better than I was doing before. I could try to look on the auction house and see if there's anything useful for this level. I may do that for a second just to see what's all this stuff. I've got plenty of potions. Got a wand. Oh, I'm over 100% with heal scrolls. That's great. But technically, I could switch from potions to heal scrolls. Let's maybe do that. Or at least go buy some more heal. Take some money out of the bank. Heal is a really good spell to have. Withdraw, probably have 14. Let's take out 20 and then that work. All right, I want to look for goggles, see what is for sale. Or let's look and see too if there's a if anybody is selling a topaz. God, they sell them so expensive. No, he's selling a good topaz of blindness. Let's take a look at the platinum. Okay. Oh, damage. That's expensive. Goggle. And then 13. And we'll do like 10. That's for sale. Anything basically with a yellow slot. Okay, so if my crafting were up, I could craft on that, but that's not useful for us. Concentration's always good. Necro. Yeah, that's what we really want, like necro focus, since we have finger. No, I'm not seeing anything super helpful. Well, let's take that and go to House K. We'll go to House K and we'll buy some heal scrolls. And then we'll get ready to go and do Mad Tea Party. Probably use Nimith for Mad Tea Party just because of the ambush. She'll help, like, keep the mobs occupied. They may even kill her, you know. She's only level 8, but if she gets off a few holy smites, that would be good. We're also going to do that quest like the quickest way we can, so we'll pick up another raised dead scroll just in case. Alright, so heal scroll. So let's see if I add. I have 10, so let's add 40. What's that cost? 6,000. That's not bad. Alright, so let's just get a stack of 100 then. Okay, so there's that. Okay, good. And do I have greater resto? I do. Right, and one more raised head just for giggles. I have 3 of those. And I'm going to swap out that wand for critical. I'm going to throw this one away. Buy another critical. Great, so I have a couple. I have a bunch of teleport scrolls. Back to Ravenloft. Okay, still have Nimith. Expires in 9 minutes. We're also going to check and see if we qualify for any of the buffs. Oh, you know what I should do? I need to go to House P. Forgot. Let's do our scrolls since we have them. Okay, there we go. And we're on our way. I actually really like this quest, but it is very dangerous. I'm sure there's better ways to do it than the way that I do it, but I try to do it as safe as I can. Amber Temple, I don't really like the redo. I prefer the old one, but elite. And so technically, because I'm going to level 32, right? I don't need to do elite, right? I could just normal quest all the way up, but I think this is more exciting. Okay, she has no buffs that she can give out, but I'm going to hit myself with a couple. I'm even going to give her blur. And she's basically like our pocket shield. You know, she's going to basically soak attention away from us when we get ambushed, because we're going to get ambushed. Okay, the other thing too is that if Froggo can pick this lock, this dude will fight with us at the end. Yeah, face the door, man. Okay, there you go. There you go. Nice. Froggo's still earning his keep. Okay, so this dude will... I don't know if I need that key or not, but he'll be in the last fight. Really, I just like to come in here and get the collectibles. That's the secret plan. I have to talk to this dude. Oh, yeah. Okay.
According to Lady Fiona Wachter, this secret passage leads straight to the Baron's manor across the way.
Pin her. Okay, and now pull her to me so she's not back there.
This must be the dungeon under
Leave her
the
right
Baron's
there.
manor. It appears he has already taken a couple of prisoners.
I also have to reset my bar. With my web. Alright, we're not fighting, we're just basically going to trigger him to follow us.
Down the hall on the left and reverberates throughout the Baron's manor.
Hello, Baron. Okay, he's gonna follow us. We kind of have to babysit him, like he will stop and has some dialogue. Okay, so now we throw Nimith on attack, buff her up, and now we have to go basically deal with one of a bunch of
Lady Fiona Wachter smiles confidently.
Ambushes.
Oh, it's you're a demon snuff gander. Master, I must be off. I had a dare on proposal.
And it's a lot of mobs, so that's why we want her with us. If we lag out or something, she'll grab their attention. I'm gonna spam my CCs, my web, and my Evart's tentacles just to try to grab whatever I can. And deal with that, and then we have to deal with the sides.
What a stir this will cause.
So there's still mobs. Not sure where she is. Maybe she's behind me fighting. Want all these dudes here. Throw tentacles on them. That's great. I caught them all. I'm gonna pin her because I want to do the puzzle. You just basically run around and hit all 5 in a row. As long as they're all lit. If one of them is not lit, or more than one of them, then you have to kind of figure it out by jumping around on it. There's a solver on the internet. Usually I just jump around on it until it solves. There is a, like, you can learn why it's doing what it's doing. I don't know what it is, though, but there are people who know. It's not me. I have a lot of stuff crammed into my brain. I can't fit that. So this is a major horn party right here. Which you can see, this is why I brought Nimeth. This is just gross. Spamming web, and people are using fire, so they're making it disappear. Not sure if I can get this Abishai or he vanishes. Come on. Aren't I swinging my... There we go. Great, great. Oh, see, oh. Great job. She kept those busy. Yeah. She's really good. I mean, like I said, she's almost as good as Larafay.
The books on the shelves here have a range of grim and horror.
Okay, now we're gonna do this one.
The perfect
Same thing.
collection for someone who consorts with literal devils.
Okay, that did it. I'm gonna grab all these yummy collectibles. But I am working crafting. My crafting is really low at the moment because I'm gathering essences, but eventually I'll make my ring. Alright, so I'm low on mana, so I'm going to Illyri. If you didn't have an Illyri, there's a shrine right over, like right there. But there's monsters guarding it. So we're just going to use Illyri. She won't give us that much. It'll be like 120 or something like that, but it's good. It should get us to 50%. Yeah, that's it. 49%. Nimeth is at 57. Okay, buff. Going the right way? Yes. Okay, so I'm gonna try get a web on this dude. Yeah. And tentacles, and then I'm going to jump around. He's stuck in the web. That's great. Now, this is another ambush. I'm gonna prep it. Okay, tentacles, and now I'm just gonna jump in and burst it. I'm not going to give him a target. I'm gonna move around, jump around, watch my health, right? And if I need to, I'm gonna hit my fake hit points. Oh, there's something behind us. There's another one. Oh, there is. Okay. Say he's definitely still alive. Great. Gonna web right in this doorway. Tentacles, and then hopefully. Yeah, I'm running out of mana. I just got negative level drain, so I'm going to have to take care of that immediately. We'll do it right here. Okay. Throw a heal on myself, fake hit points, and web. There's the key. I'm like completely out of mana. And we're gonna pull her up here with us. Web. As long as she doesn't, I'm gonna actually lower her threat a little bit because I don't want the door behind her open. How long till Illyria is up? She's up in a minute. Oh, it's 2 minutes. Okay. So we're basically just going to brute force this.
Lady Voctor
I'll do a
doesn't
staunch, so my hit points are really high right now.
You made it this far? Tricky.
Don't need mana to do our burst. We don't need mana to heal. Need that key. Okay, so we should be done fighting. Oh, I got another medium. That's great. Okay, so I'm gonna pin her there, because that should be it. We should be done. There is a shrine in there, but it's a fight. Or these dudes. And tell him everything is under control. You can fight him, but it's not worth it. On hardcore, anyway. Oh, I got a rune arm with a mythic 4. That's like the 4th mythic 4 thing that I've pulled. I was just noticing that in the bank. I have a bunch of things with mythic 4. I'm even wearing one. Yeah, somebody pulled the armor. But I have a couple more things in the bank that are mythic 4. Nothing good. You know, I kind of want to skip this next quest. Strength 6. Oh, none of that's good. Let's see what we got here. Probably that. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna refresh. Before I start this. Might as well grab another. Our Nimith expired, so probably would be a good idea to use her for this one as well. The thinking being that she will help us with. They redid it, and I'm not 100% sure on where to go, so I might have to do fights, like unnecessary fights. I know that there are a couple of triggers for those skulls. So, just another mess of a quest. I used to like the old one. I did the new one recently, and it's supposed to be made easier, but I didn't think it was any easier. I guess it is, though. Went to the. We'll just do it. I know I need to go down first, and I know that the lady that I'm looking to talk to is right at the beginnings. Hey, Nemeth, you're up.
A familiar figure stands, waiting for you and Casimir
Okay, there's
by the warmth
one.
of a crackling fire.
She is right here. So I can always recall back, like Dimension Door back for the shrine if I need it. And yeah, I guess I could look up what card she just gave me and figure out. But we're just gonna go down first. Got blindness immunity on, so I'm not super worried about that dude up top. Okay, now what I don't know is if random ones can show up. Perhaps I should have read about it. The best way to learn is to do, right? So that's what we're doing. You know what I'm gonna do? I don't want to trigger that dude. Just gonna go back to the beginning and go around. I don't want to trigger that NPC. I don't know if they changed anything about him, but I know that if you triggered him, it used to spawn a bunch of those skulls. So don't want to trigger him. Oh. Mess. Yeah, no death ward. I'm like gonna be jumping around a lot. Okay, I've got another shrine. Do these trigger? Okay, they do. Champ. Oh, is there one still alive?
This door does not budge.
Oh, there's a scroll right
You
there.
must need
That's
some
great.
other password to open it.
Easy. What we want to see.
This door does not budge. You must need some other password.
Unless they added more things that I'm picking up. I thought it was a scroll, but it might be something else.
This door does
Definitely
not budge.
feeling a lot better
You must
having
need
over
some
500
other
hit
password
points.
to open it.
Definitely.
This door does not budge.
Right, so there's
You
ways
must
to
need
read
some
these
other password to open it.
squares now. That's what I don't know. Like, I didn't learn whatever this new thing is. Oh god, there's a lot. Okay. Tentacles. I'm assuming I'm still looking for scrolls, right? Like, assuming. Oh, a lot of flame skulls. Oh boy. Okay, great. Shadow? Oh no, it's a ghast. Nice, there's one right there. Jumping, trying to avoid any like shadow melee attacks that they could strength drain me. Not 100%, but it works a little bit. So.
This door does not budge.
Okay, nope.
You must need some other password to open it.
See if I have this one. Oh, I do. Getting attacked too. Right on a web. Guard. I miss color spray. But oh, +5 picks. If anybody watching needs those, I will mail them to you. Just let me know. I don't need them. God, the lag. Again, jumping to try to avoid their attacks. So let's see. Maybe. Rago, can you find this secret door? Yes, you can. Great. Oh, come on. Did I really just do that? Okay, I think Teal can find secret doors. Give it a look. There you go, Teal. Thank you. Also jumping around a lot, trying to avoid all of these projectiles, whether it's fireballs or bow and arrow shots. Great. So nothing in here. Maybe I can open this door. Yes, great. Nope, nothing. Try right here. Yeah, I need to stay away from that NPC right there.
This door does not budge. You
I don't
must
have
need
that.
some other password to open it.
Might as well check up here. I think there's a bunch of stuff. Spawns right here. Make sure I'm buffed up. Yeah, bunch of oh, and I did get strength drained. Still alive? That immediately. Poisoned. Get rid of that too. Alright, so I'm gonna call what's her name in here to help me with this dude. There's another scroll. That's great. Now, I don't care about the hidden chest. I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to shut off all of the defenses. I don't really care about this gear, so I'm just gonna basically make it so that all the traps are off. Okay, and let's see now if that scroll gets me through this door. Probably not, but we'll see. Maybe.
This door does not budge. You must need some other password to open it.
Going to pin Nimith in here. And use O'Leary for some mana. And then what we'll do is we will try to find the secret door that's in front of us. If I can't find it, I can always go up and around. Okay, he's good. 10 seconds. I think that's the last secret door. I think.
This is the sarcophagus of Zudul that Casimir was searching for. You call out to him.
Okay.
And moments
Oh,
later,
wow.
he
They
arrives.
trigger right away? I didn't realize that. Yeah, that's new. Black tentacles, web. They're stuck in the web. That's good. I didn't realize that they would trigger immediately. So they got rid of all of that, like, dialogue. That's it? What? God, they made this quest so different. Okay, we're not gonna argue. We're just get what we need and boogie. There we go. Happy it's done. Hey, Mystic. Oh, little mama, how are you? Need +5 thieves picks on Hardcore, I just looted some. Oh, I can mail them to you. I'm doing well, thanks. Let's recall. Yeah, +5 picks and a portable hole if somebody needs it. Collapse portable hole. Up for grabs. Just gonna keep that as food. Okay, the picks. Nobody said anything, so I'm just gonna bank them for now and give them away later. Alright, so we're done. Let's see if this dude gives us anything. He did. He gave us an augment bag that holds 15 augments. Oh, actually, it's 100. Did they change this? That looks a lot better. 15 unique augments. I thought it used to be like 5. But even 15, there's like 5,000 augments in DDO, so. I'll save the bag though. There's so many augments. They need to give us an augment trade-in. Like a vendor where we could take crappy augments and trade them in for rares. Right now there's just way too many. Probably that is. Oh, you're not doing hardcore this season? Yeah, I got all of the rewards for season 3 as well. I'm going to go to 32 and do Reaper to get the 10-point cloak because it's going to be unique. My season 3 cloak says 3 and this one will say 7. It's like a tiny little difference, right? Because it's going to look exactly the same, but I'm going to get it just for giggles. Try to land myself on the leaderboard somewhere for the Reaper XP. I'm not doing any favor at all. So yeah, exactly. It's a slightly different Reaper cloak, so this quest. This is another quest where I'm going to use my pocket buddy. I really dig hardcore, yeah. And, you know, helping out is enjoyable, so. I hope that all this content that I make too, like this stuff here on Twitch and then the stuff on YouTube helps people, because I know I took time away from the game to go play another game. And when I came back, when I was trying to learn how the game changed, I watched a bunch of YouTube videos and found a couple of Twitch streamers. So hopefully, if people decide to do Hardcore League, the content that I'm making is somewhat helpful.
You immediately spot a lone
And then they could always join the guild, right? Like,
this must be Stefania Martikov.
send me a tell
Stefani's daughter.
if you want to join the guild.
Find the ingredients for the antidote and purify the wine. Stefania begs. Our
I
wine
still have a
is
half hour on my house P buffs. Yeah, I'm pretty new at Twitch though as well, so I don't think a lot of people know that I'm here. But it's enjoyable. I'm having a lot of fun. It's interesting for me to sort of do all this stuff live because I could make like a really bad mistake, you know? So I could die horribly. Hopefully I don't, but it could happen.
The way forward is blocked by giant twisting roots. The work of the
I'm
druids
trying to
is
play
make the wine.
pretty safe, but you never know. I have not been pugging. I've been avoiding pugs. One, because I don't want to have to announce that I'm live streaming it, you know, every group that I join. But the second is that I just don't want to like deal with people who zerg or are really slow. I kind of wanted to just do it at my own pace, so I don't want to be chasing after a zerger or worrying about somebody who is lagging behind. But I've said it before in channel, if anybody is watching and wants to join, I'm happy to, you know, take a buddy. And I don't even care if you pike or, you know, hang out. Like, I'm gonna do this anyway, so. I'm really trying to not die, but I still don't have Death Ward, and it's got me like hysterical. I don't know if I look hysterical on the stream, but I feel hysterical. I have cookies that I can put Death Ward on me, but I only have 3 of them, so I'm trying to save them for when like I really need it. Okay, so I'm going to pull the cleric down to help me for this part. Yeah, it does. Hardcore League does take a lot of concentration. Yep. And the lag has been pretty bad, by the way. I mean, it's been... I'll take a look at my... Yeah, my latency is 50. My latency normally for DDO is 20. So look at that. The latency just jumped up to 72. Like, it's bad. Like, there's something going on. One of the reasons I'm using Nimith. I want her to help, like, distract things if I get stuck in a lag bubble. Oh, it's fine. Yeah, I'm trying to get better at interacting with the Twitch chat. I used to manage a bar when I was younger, and I'm used to doing multitasking like that. Talking to people, sitting at the bar, and working at the same time. So this is a little different in the sense that I actually have to read it first, but it's good. It's good practice. Okay, so I have to go get this one. Alright, so I've got everything. We're just gonna boogie Dimension Door. I'm gonna pin Nimith here. I'll eventually take her with me. Yeah. So when I first started doing Twitch, I set up OBS which I love. I love that program. And then I added a bunch of stream elements, like plugins and stuff, but I really honestly didn't know. I still don't know a lot. It's much more complicated, but I found out about Streamlabs and how it's just like all in a can. So I just uninstalled all that and installed Streamlabs, and now everything seems to be working pretty well.
Family makes its home in this part of the winery.
I don't know if I'll stay on Streamlabs forever, but for right now, while I learn what I'm doing, it's working out really well. Oh, how lucky is that? We got it right there.
You found all the ingredients
Okay, so
needed
now
to
we're done. We
purify
can
the
just
wine.
get out of this
Now
quest,
to
and
add the antidote to
I
the
am
large
going to
wine
call
vats in the
Nimeth
main
to
floor
me,
of the
because this is the
winery.
last fight. Okay, let's go. I'm gonna give you buffs. There's a blur. And then looks good. Okay, ready to go.
The druid prepares to attack.
Why do you insist on dying?
She asks.
Without their little deaths,
Get out of that ice storm. Nice.
then add your blood to my poison.
Okay, now I have to deal with all this
Ant-like forms run forward to protect the
extra
druid.
junk.
More blights rush to the defense of the poisoner. With the druid poisoner taken care of, you rush to add the antidote to the wine vats. The
Yeah, I
chosen
usually don't
stone
play with a
is
headset
concealed,
either, and I
and is
found that
endorsed with a sweet smell of
it makes it a lot better streaming, like just for the quality of the audio. And it also like kind of helps focus me. So I got another rune arm. Is it a mythic 4? It has a mythic 2. The game is trying to tell me to make an artificer, right? Keep finding all this artificer stuff. Oh. Don't want that to reverb. Warforged already is great, yeah. It's like probably I rated it as the best for hardcore. Like I think that's the best race class combo for hardcore. And it doesn't matter if you do ranged, you know, if you do inquisitive, if you do repeater, if you do melee, if you do caster, like they're just super strong. The self heals that you get in Renegade Mastermaker, it's hard to beat it. Really, really good. Solid. Very solid. Then if you do something like Nimbin's, his build is really solid. I have my own one where I do Baydark. Like I go into that heavily. It works really well. I played it. The thing about Warforged for me is like I want to make my Warforged look like an elf. So they need to give us like racial skins so I can modify the robot to look a little bit more like I want it to look. So it's a flavor thing. They are definitely, I think Drow, I'm on a Drow. It's probably the worst race for hardcore. But it's, you know, it's like a flavor decision for me. It's also good because Drow get a, you know, they can start with a 20 charisma, so. Alright, since this quest is notorious for lag, Nimeth is going to be our backup in here as well. I'm gonna pin her. And if I, for some reason, I'll even make her invisible just so she doesn't grab any aggro, but.
Blows down from the slope as you approach.
Hey, how you doing?
Dark,
Last
ominous
jog.
clouds gather high above. A strange rhythmic chant can be heard in the
Happy
distance.
Monday. I hope you guys had a great
Without the words.
day.
Lightning dances amongst the hailstones, ringing the hill from ear to ear.
Not sure if my saving throws are high enough to deal with this. They're all 20. At least. Yeah. I was saying that earlier. Like Mondays, I usually do not schedule anything. No appointments, no meetings. Doesn't always work. Right? People sometimes require things on Monday, but today was okay.
Forms emerge from the mists and attack.
A lot of werewolves. Okay. Tentacle. I'm happy with our DPS. It looks good. Going to displace myself for this fight, and I'm going to open with a web and a tentacle and jump in and burst everything.
Blocking your path. With the destruction of the last foe, the lightning dancing between some of the nearby stones flickers and dies.
Yeah, I feel a lot better having over 500 hit points. Hopefully I can get it. The goal is to get at least 2,000 hit points by cap. Like that's the minimum. Absolute minimum to do Reaper for 2,000. Ideally, it would be 3,000 or 4,000 hit points, but I would have to alter my build to get that high. I'd have to basically focus Constitution, and as a drow, that wouldn't be easy to do. But I'm going to focus Enchantment so I can do Hold and, you know, basically hold the Reapers. Hopefully I can, you know, contribute to whatever group I join. I don't need to do a lot of questing, so 10 Reaper points doesn't take that long. And then, depending on how good the groups are, I will quest to get myself up the leaderboard a little bit. I don't really care about getting a top slot, but being on it would be nice. God, that lag is terrible. Okay, web. Goals. First.
As the last creature falls, a gap opens.
So that's it, right? Yeah, there we go.
The chanting grows louder as you approach the crest of the hill.
It's 10 points. So, 100,000 Reaper XP.
A wave of
Which is
dread
really
rushes
quick to
over
do
you
with the
as you enter
20%
circle of
bonus.
stones. Ahead is a huge, looming statue. A statue
So
of
basically
you.
I'm rushing to cap, and then at cap I will
Dark
join
Steward shouts, "Do
the
not
groups
let
that
them
are
destroy
farming
our
Reaper
retreat.
XP. There's a whole bunch of people doing that. Depending if anybody is like trying to set a record or go for wings or something. It should be reasonably easy for me to get into a group. The only issue I could see is if there were a lot of warlocks at cap, that somebody might not want an extra warlock. But I'm going to focus enchantment and use hold monster for the Reapers, so. Good, same thing I do on live. Doing the exact same build that I do on live. The only difference is on live I have like a couple hundred past lives and 80 or whatever, 90 Reaper points, I forget.
You examine the statue and find a hollowed-out cavity in the chest.
Okay,
A glowing green
turn
gem
her off.
rests inside. You've stopped the druid's dark ritual and recovered the magic gem they stole.
Nice. Oh, nice. It's too bad I can't wear those, because those are really good for me. They're like perfect Fae Warlock boots with the ghostly and the insightful charisma. But I need to keep my freedom of movement for now. Yeah, that's it does give an imbue. I don't swing my weapon a lot, but I do every once in a while. I don't notice that the dice are that much though. Like the light damage on it's not that much. But I definitely have it activated. There it is right there, Spiritual Retribution. That's my imbue. I have taken in epics, like in Primal Avatar, I get 3 extra imbue dice. And then on live, I've used racial points in Drow. I have enough that I can get these 2 bonus imbue die. So, but I find that the damage from my burst is always way better than anything that I do when I swing my weapon. So it's rare that I do. Sometimes I do though. But it certainly is cool. Those imbue builds are very cool. I'm just gonna sell that. I'm going to have to respec. For now, I'm just putting points. Yeah, I think it's obviously that would be very good. Yes. Yep. The more imbue dice you get, the better the burst. Yep. Problem though is the capstone is really good. You know, so you would miss that. But I don't know whether the damage would, you know, make that irrelevant. It'd certainly be worth testing it, right? I'm gonna pin her just in case it gets to
Giant
be
bramble
insane.
walls and dense banks of mist. The ward fades, and some of the unearthly mists part. You are now able to enter the ruined village of Beres.
We'll use her in the last fight. That's cool.
The last scarecrow
I
cries,
do
the magic
use
of the
on my
nearby
warlock
walls
light
disrupted.
armor
A section of
and
mist
evasion.
allowing you
I
to
get
explore
evasion from Shadow Dancer. So it's definitely cool. You know, I wear a buckler and light armor, so I evade. My reflex save isn't super high, but it works, basically.
With the magic of the ward gone, the nearby mists.
So in
part.
heroics, having
Folds
evasion
upon a
would
piece of
probably be
parchment
pretty
catches
cool
your eye in the ruins
on a
to the
warlock.
southwest.
I mean, I'm in light armor right now, so, and I have a buckler. Oh, I've got something on me. There it is. Yeah, they made me helpless. Those stupid dogs.
The freed raven flies off.
That howl that
The
they
ward's
do, I
magic
couldn't do anything.
fades, allow-
Scary. Yeah, the wisdom. I think it went to 0. 'Cause I couldn't do anything.
Flapping wings and frantic caws can be heard from the ruined.
I think a
buildings
solid
north.
choice for Hardcore League is a Warforged
The raven
Blightcaster.
caws in thanks as it flies
I think that would
away.
be really cool.
With the ward disabled, the mists
I think
part,
people did them
revealing
last,
the
right?
ruins of a
Last
mansion.
season, that was the thing. Seems like it would be tough. Just because they get a lot of like built-in immunity that would
Sounds of
go
weeping
along
can
well
be
with
heard
the
further into the ruins.
Warforged immunities. If you did Hive Master, you'd get concealment. And if you did the other one, you'd get your AC and your PRR up pretty high. Oh, Mana Starve. Yeah, right. Any wisdom one, like clerics, favorite soul, they all run out of mana. Although the favorite soul not as much, but it's one of the reasons why I don't play a cleric. I would love to do my death domain cleric, but I don't want to have to like buy spell potions basically. So the great thing about the warlock is I don't need mana. I can just, you know, free cast my Eldritch Blasts or the bursts.
Frantic cawing can be heard from a large clearing past the ruins of the mansion.
Yeah, the great thing about the death domain, not only the DCs on Necro, but it makes you immune to energy drain. So, but if you're a warlock, I mean not a warlock, a warforged, you're already immune to energy drain. So, another reason why they are like the best race for Hardcore League. You don't have to worry about
The ward is dispelled and the nearby
being
mists
enervated.
subside. You can now make out a large area of open swampland to the southwest. Perhaps
One thing that I really have to worry about is a
loud
beholder
calls can
just
be heard from both the southwest and
killing
the
me
south.
flat out. I kind of would like... I really have to think about it. You know, at least going to cap, like, do I drop Tainted Scholar and go into Vistani? Get this energy drain immunity? Be a lot of really good defensives, but I would miss out on, you know, a lot of really good stuff. So, but it is worth thinking about. Or maybe respecking if I had to go in to do a quest where there were a lot of beholders, like Bond 3 or something.
Several scarecrows guard the area.
So just make sure that I'm immune.
The creature drops a small key, giving access to the raven's
Okay.
cage. The grateful raven flies off. Far off in the distance, one of the wards protecting Baba Lasaga's
When I do my
hut
alchemist,
fades.
I'm in Vistani. 24 points, specifically because of that. Alchemist is great. It's just the problem for Hardcore League is that their hit points are so low. Even if you do like shield mastery or single weapon fighting to get more hit points, it's still like way too low for Hardcore League.
A nearby raven croaks excitedly.
Yeah, I agree. Warlock, I mean, it's one of my favorites.
A metallic click can be heard. You've deactivated a
Really
ward protecting
solid
Baba
choice
Lasaga's
for
hut to
hardcore
the
just
east.
because of all the
The raven you
temporary
freed
hit points.
flaps its wings and flies off. The magic wards near Baba Lasaga's hut have all been removed. The ensorcelled mists lift, allowing you to enter the area.
I always go Fae though, Warlock, because of the Misty Escape.
You've found what must be Baba Lasaga's
But
hut,
the
but the magic
they get a
mists
what,
that
Enthrall,
surround
the Acid Warlock.
prevent you from entering.
It's really good too. I just like the ability to do the fast movement through everything if you get stuck. It's such a good ability.
A rank smell fills your nostrils as you enter the
But doing
surprisingly
like
spacious
R6,
hut. A
that
caged
thrall
raven
is
makes
very
a
cool.
commotion in the northeast corner.
Right? Doesn't it work on Vengeance Reapers pretty well?
As the raven flies toward the exit, it says,
Take the gem from the chest and flee. This hut is more dangerous than it appears.
A deep groan reverberates from the floorboards as the gem is removed.
Okay,
Then a
staunching.
hunched figure suddenly appears in the doorway.
So I've got almost 700 hit points. Which for level 13 is really good.
I'll have my revenge on you and those accursed birds.
Then Nimith just
you
blasted
wait.
everything.
Shouts Baba Lasaga
That was great.
as she fades from view. The hut is eerily quiet once more.
I was hoping to get the cane. I like that shield. It's a great cosmetic. A Mithril Tower. Death Block Vitality. I might take that. See if somebody wants that. My cleric build has uses tower shield. So I think in chat, if you type in !build, it should give you a link to the build on the DDO forum. If I set that up correctly. I haven't tested it, but I think it works. If you wanted to see the build that I was doing. Like I said, it's the same. I'm basically doing the same build that I do on Sarlona. It's my main build. It's not perfect, but it's the whole idea is it works for me the way I play. So. I think it's just build, like the word build. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, great. It's good to know that it works, and it should send you a private message. Now, I don't know if it's better to send a private message or if it's better to just post it in chat. That's going to be something I can tweak. I basically made a bunch of tweaks after the last stream. So you guys should be able to like spam a lot of like emotes and all caps and write really long messages now and all sorts of crazy stuff. Yeah, I sort of turn that. Yeah, okay, I can do that. I can. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of the ! Commands. I forget what they are right now, but that's one of them. So rather than going to a private message, I'll have it post in the chat. I'll fix that after this stream. Going to refresh these buffs. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, at one point in DDO history, wasn't there a website where you could go and look at people? Right? Like you could actually go look at people's characters. Or am I misremembering that with a different game? I'm almost positive it was DDO back in the day. Yeah. Yeah, that's yeah. I don't know. I would love to know why that site got shut down or why they stopped doing that. If it had something to do with turbine selling or if it just had to do with the fact that they didn't want to maintain it anymore or yeah, I think you can do that in WoW. I haven't really played WoW a lot, but I think people can look up characters online. So it seems like that would be a good app for a phone, you know, to be able to look up DDO characters. It looks like my latency is better. 33% instead of 70. So this quest has gloves that I would love to get. If I played WoW, I would be playing Season of Discovery. But I don't really play it. I did just try Lego Fortnite, though, and it was really fun.
Perched on a snowy
So I will
hillside,
probably at some
the
point
long
stream
life's
that
journey has brought you here,
a little bit.
to a place of kindness and madness. A
I
place
know they
where
say that
some
variety
find
streamers have it
seek
difficult,
delight
but
where the abbot hoards his
I think
most
it's a really
precious
cool game.
treasures. The son of 100 afternoons.
Probably
secret
won't stream it a lot, though, because I don't really
aged
know it,
into liquid
right?
hope.
But it's cool.
A blessing lies hidden here, down in holes deep beneath. I see souls who searched for peace long ago.
Yeah, it was
They
good.
found
It's a lot of
comfort
fun.
instead.
I have yet to try any of the other Fortnites, although I want to try the Battle Royale. But I don't really know much about it. I need to read about it. See what.
You spot a grimy metal key on the ground nearby. You pick up the tarnished key.
I also saw that what is it? Avatar? That quest? The new game. It's beautiful. I can't believe how beautiful that game is. Really cool. I need to get Nimith and pin her just because when I go and fight all those golems, I want to basically make sure that I don't get rushed. I'll pin her now.
Two strange creatures guard the entrance to the main hall of the abbey.
I also play a little bit of Lord of the Rings online, although not a lot. I used to play it a lot years ago,
You are greeted by
but
a handsome figure who moves with the
really
grace
have
of
no
a
desire
saint.
to play it now. It's just I still have my account because I
Let
beta
this be
tested
a
for
refuge
Turbine.
of warmth and light in a cold, dark world.
Says the abbot.
Please explore the grounds.
At
Let
one
me
point, I really
of
liked
my
that game, but
You found the sun sword, though something seems to be wrong with it. The legends say it blazed with a blinding light, but this is just a lifeless hilt. Perhaps Irina knows how to make it shine again. A strange figure stands in one corner of the room, lost in her own thoughts.
yeah, if anybody needs any of these quests, feel free to jump in. I don't mind if you pike or whatever. You want to just try to loot something or...
The dust that
I'm
covers
not
most of this
determined
room
to
shows
solo
that it is
everything.
seldom
It's
used.
just the pace seems to be working out. I'm not sticking around to
Ghostly
fight
figures
these
gather
dudes.
at one end of the room. They don't seem to realize you're here. Strange whoops and unnerving screams echo.
Okay,
from
and this
far
is where we're
below.
going to use her to, extra DPS to help us. Not that we'll need it on
Tall,
heroic,
silent
but
forms shuffle down the corridor, while strange cries come from behind closed doors.
it can get really messy down here, especially if the wild men come out at the same time. Okay, that looks good. Yeah, exactly. Well, especially if all these doors open, like, because that one's gonna open soon. A lot of monsters. So Nimith will help keep them occupied. Oh, even more. I'm going to have to use one of my death ward cakes for the last fight as well.
In one corner of the room
Don't want to
leads
be
down
hit
into
by
the cellar.
Strahd or anything. I mean, it's bad enough he can hit me with Ruin. I don't want to be hit by some crazy level drain. And then I'm going to do the extra chest just because. Pretty straightforward, pretty easy. No dying, Nimith. No? Thought there was a... Huh, oh, there it is. Okay. I'm probably going to shrine both of us. Web. I mean, that, I don't know if you guys can see that lag on the screen, but it like freezes. One of the reasons that I have Nimith here is because I'm worried that I'm just going to completely freeze up. Alright, you're going to rest. That latency looks great, 28. Maybe the server hamster is tired. Okay, gonna give her as many buffs as I can give her. Okay. 8 hit points. I don't want to talk to the lady. Alright, the lady's not here. That's good.
The decrepit shrine overlooks a small, tranquil pool. You open the gate and let Irina into the shrine. There you are. This seems so familiar, but I'm sure I've never been here before. Did you bring the sun sword? I feel that it somehow holds the key.
There you go. Okay, so let's do it.
Irina takes
There's
the
my
sun
death
sword
ward.
and tenderly places it on the shrine. This was
You're
his
ready.
sword. And this is where we would meet. Early in the morning during midsummer. Yet the sun sword remains inert. There There is no sound, but the water lapping at the edge of the pool. Suddenly, an image appears in the sparkling waters of the pool. A handsome youth with a kind and noble visage. The sadness in his eyes
I have
turns
no
to
points
sudden
to
joy.
staunch yet.
Tatiana, it has
If I
been
get
so
some though,
long.
I'll pop it.
Come, my love, let us be together at last. Irina gasps.
Sergei, my beloved! Oh, we were to be married so long ago. Has this blessed pool called your spirit to me?
Well,
As she reaches for Sergei, she is pulled down beneath
they made
her
the
in
Amber
water
Temple
and
fight really
into her
fast, but
lover's
this one still
embrace.
takes a long time.
You have never seen a happier couple as they begin to fade from view. For a moment, all is
Here we go.
quiet. Then a peal of thunder shakes the land, and a deep, dark voice from beyond the mountains cries out.
She is mine!
A dark figure appears near the shrine.
She's
Oh,
escaped.
coming to the water.
Escape to where I cannot follow.
Cries Strahd.
There you go.
You helped her. Will make you suffer for that.
Strahd winces as he
Watch
enters
for
the
the
pool.
circles.
Part of this place's holy power must still linger.
The gleam in
Throw a
her
web.
eyes was like warm
Throw my
sunlight
tentacles
on a
out.
still pond.
Burst all these things.
Gone forever. When I try to imagine those
Is he
eyes,
bugged?
all
Why
I
isn't he
see
dying?
is a mad
Did I not do something? Should be dead, right? Is he completely bugged out? Okay, there he goes.
Is a waste of my time. You are trapped here, just as I am.
Yeah.
Better to leave you alive. I can watch your dreams die slowly.
With that, Strahd vanishes.
I know
with the
bugs are a
wind.
feature in DDO, so I kind of was like,
For a
ah,
moment,
do I have to do
you
this
despair
quest
at
over
being
again?
left behind in this dreary, defeated land.
Because I have
Then,
these, right? I have
without
these
warning,
teleport
the
cookies.
sun
I also have
sword
teleport
blazes forth
scrolls.
with a
I also have the
warm, bright
pins.
light.
Like, I
You
was
pick
ready
up
to
the
leave
sun
if I had
sword.
to go.
The instant you touch the
Alright,
hilt
so
of
we
the
would love to
dazzling
get
weapon,
those
you
gloves.
realize that this is
Oh,
the
wow.
weapon that could slay Strahd.
We got them first
This
pull.
is the key to ending his dominion.
That's
Something
amazing.
starts to grow
It took us
within
so
you.
long to get these boots.
Something you had almost forgotten.
Then we got the gloves first pull. Well, there's no reason for me to do that extra fight now, but we're going to do it anyway. It wouldn't be an exciting stream if I didn't almost die for no reason. Let me make sure I have all my buffs on before I talk to the crazy person.
Tell me
I
what
still
you
have
think, and be frank. My
Death
only
Ward,
desire
so that's
is to
good.
improve the abbey and this land. You dare to condemn
Okay,
me?
here we go.
Says the abbot.
Do you have any idea how hard I've struggled? How long I've tried to help?
Hey, Nemeth, you with me?
Have any idea who I am?
Yeah, heroic is so much easier than epics for this stuff.
A form that was once magnificent.
Mad? Was it mad to fight against the darkness? I was sent to redeem this forsaken place. My struggle has been longer and
that's
harder
cool.
than you can imagine. And I will strike down anyone
I
who
probably
tries
won't
to
ever wear
stop
that
me.
because I don't
The
want
abbot falls to his knees.
insight,
Darkness.
like the
Nothing
extra
but darkness.
He cries. as
threat,
his mortal
but
form
plus 6
vanishes
con
from
is
this
good.
world.
That went well. Considering that we're level 13 and this quest was what, level 12? So plus 6 wisdom goggles if anybody needs them. That's good. That's the saga. That finishes our saga. And it gets us really close. All I have to do is run around out in Barovia and do a couple of rare chests. Really close to level 14. And then at 14, I can go to the marketplace, pick up all of the giant hold quests, and then do those. And get that saga, and then after that, go to Sharn and try to find my 3-piece set bonus. I think I'm going to hunt for the forget what it's called, Esoteric Initiate, I think. But I might go for the Flame Cleanse Fury. It's just that set is very difficult to get, so we'll see. Likely I won't get any of it, and I'll just stick with the Sharn, with the Feywild set into epics, because that Sharn stuff can be hard to farm. Okay, so that's my con. So I'm definitely going to have to. I don't want to. I'm going to have to give this a little thought. Oh, I only lose 1 constitution. Okay, so for now, that looks like a good upgrade for me. Yeah, we'll try to get that extra con. For now. That looks good. Yeah. Go get the saga. Okay, yeah, have a good night, little mama. Thanks for stopping by. Okay, there's that done. Okay, so I'm gonna take 5. Go refresh my drink. And then I'm going to giant hold next. So I'll be back in 5. Okay, back. Oh, the Magma Brute killed somebody, huh? Crazy. I don't know why people go at that. I think Hera's beating the Brute, though, this season. Really, really close. Level 14. I have +5 thieves picks if anybody chat needs them. Yeah, okay. What's the name of your character? Crystalline. Okay, I'll send them to you. Yep, I see you. Okay. Give me a sec. Okay, so I'm just going to kill a bunch of stuff out here and go level. Yeah, that's the plan. Just to hit 14.
This hate and
Should be able to
anger,
do it reasonably quick.
it still burns within all my kind. The best solution, the only solution, is the one I see before me. Death to us all.
Almost there. Take level 14. And then we'll go do... I think what I'll do is check to see if anybody is doing Giant Hold. And if somebody is, then we'll do the whole thing. But if not, then I'll skip Crucible. Do everything but Crucible. I do really want to get Death Ward though. Like I keep thinking about how dangerous it is without it. So what I could do temporarily is get a hireling that casts Death Ward and just summon them and pin them. I tried to farm for that Salt Marsh helmet with the 3 casts on it, but I did not get it. So I tried, and I'm not running a second farm tune. Like everything that I have I've gotten on stream on this tune. So usually usually I make like another loot tune and I'll just run it, get a specific piece of gear. Like probably not a bad idea to make a tune and run it through Salt Marsh just to get that stuff, because that stuff was really likely. That's a good idea because at 20 I could use the hay and upgrade that to epic gear anyway, so it would probably be a good idea to get some of that stuff.
Brother, fighting a dragon, both petrified in the service of history. Who is the hero? And who is the enemy? I wonder.
But I haven't really, Oh yeah, that's right. I should, that's a great idea. Yeah, I also should try to get a ring from the desert. That'd be great. Forgot about that. Yeah, I have death block. I know that they finger. Alright, so we got enough to level.
Of ledges and rock.
Level.
This land is steeped in mystery. Who
Guess I could do the Whiz King.
such a place?
I would want Death
And why?
Ward for that, yeah. Yeah, a buddy of mine was killed that way by a finger of death, farming out in the desert a couple seasons ago. I wear death block as soon as I can get it. So like I had it on bracers at like level 2. Right now it's on my cloak. Life seal. That's a good spell. Oh, we get more pack damage. That's great. Awesome. And we get 5 MRR. That's good. And then I am going to take this protection spell. That way I can buff myself.